Welcome to Broward County Library's Armchair Traveler program. Today we'll return to the British Virgin Islands for part 2 of our visit. My name is Mike. I'll still be your tour guide for this trip. Time to head down to the wharf and marina at Soper's Hole to begin cruising. This snug harbor at west end of Tortola is the classic Caribbean yacht haven, tucked between the high ground of West End on one side and Frenchman's Quay on the other. It features must-see West Indian architecture, and there are numerous restaurants, cafes, and bars providing hospitable rest stops for people watching and yarn spinning. Soper's Hole has an interesting collection of shops displaying upscale cosmetics and perfumes, island and beachwear, West Indian fine art and artifacts, batiks, weaves, and hand-painted fabrics, Caribbean gemstones, and too many other things to even name. Check out Pusser's Landing, the multi-service home of the famous wood-distilled rum and the painkiller cocktail, which is good even if you're not in pain. Now for some world-famous sailing. Many islands and interesting beaches and bars are here in the British Virgins. You can always be in sight of land when sailing here, which is a boon to novice sailors as well as old salts. All of our charters today will be aboard sailboats. Let's head south out of Soper's Hole for our first charter. We'll follow the red line towards Norman Island. We head directly to the Indians off Pelican Cay, where we will snorkel these spectacular rock formations that burst out of the blue Caribbean. We'll find an incredible variety of corals and fish as our sailboat anchors close by. After a bit of snorkeling here, on to the caves at Norman Island itself, the legendary home to buried pirate treasure and more great snorkeling. Rising up from the water, the cave's cavernous mouths invite the adventurous snorkeler to explore inside. This island is often reported to be the location for Robert Louis Stevenson's book, Treasure Island. Documented history for the island dates back to the early 18th century, when a Spanish galleon called Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe buried 55 chests of silver coins after the crew mutinied aboard the ship. Although most of the treasure has been discovered by Tortolian residents, and later by a lieutenant general of the Leeward Islands, more pirate treasure is rumored to exist today. How about we stop at the Pirate's Bite restaurant? Really a slightly upscale beach bar on Norman Island. See how close to shore boats can get a mooring. Just swim in for drinks. The anchorage has over 100 moorings available, and during season, it does get crowded. Inside, it's relatively clean for a beach bar and restaurant. Interesting to note that Norman Island is privately owned by one man, Henry Jarecki, a billionaire psychiatrist, Yale professor, and a trader in gold and silver bullion. For our next charter, let's visit the world-famous Soggy Dollar Bar on Jost van Dyke. The red line out of Soper's Hole is our course again. Catamarans are the boats of choice in the Virgin Islands. They draft only a few inches, but can deploy dagger boards for offshore sailing. They're also very wide and roomy. Remember, draft of a boat is how far down into the water it goes. Did I say roomy inside? Well, we're only on this boat for the day, and we'll spend it snorkeling or sitting on deck or exploring Jost van Dyke, so we can pile all of our stuff in the saloon. Notice the boat dog's bowl under the table. Can you see the blue deck pads covering the front windows of our catamaran? Yep, lounge out on deck. Our captain sails the boat. We relax with our drinks. Painkillers again? Waiting for our next stop. Up there on the hill. Can't tell if this is a seasonal rental or a permanent residence, but you know the view must be spectacular. Jost van Dyke is not a private island. There are many homes to buy, if you've got an extra $1 million+ to spend. There's also a thriving vacation rental business. Let's head into the beach bar on White Bay. There are a few mooring balls here. Our captain will need our help in anchoring. According to tradition, Jost van Dyke was named after the Dutch privateer and pirate who lived on the island and has been home to Arawak Indians, Carib, Dutch Africans, and the British. This is the famous Soggy Dollar Bar here on Jost van Dyke. This bar is known to have the very best painkillers in the entire Caribbean and excellent mahi-mahi sandwiches. It looks small, but is in fact world famous. We will be anchoring out, so expect to swim up to the beach. It's not that far. Just a bit further down the beach from the Soggy Dollar, another beach bar, then another, then another. White Bay may be anchored by the Soggy Dollar, but other eateries and bars line the beach. For our last charter, let's head out to the Baths. The shape of the British Virgin Islands' third largest island, Virgin Gorda, reminded Christopher Columbus of a reclining woman, or a fat virgin, inspiring the island's name, Virgin Gorda. I don't see it. Do you? The Baths, the most well-known attraction on the island. These giant boulders, or batholiths, brought to the surface by volcanic eruptions, are scattered about, forming a beautiful grotto and tranquil pools. The trail from above the boulder field descends to a nice beach area, but to reach a much better one, you'll need to navigate through the grottos and boulder passages. Don't get lost. The correct path is not well marked. If you navigate correctly, you'll find this secluded yet open beach and beautiful swimming area. Mountains and beaches. These islands are a tropical paradise. There's so much beauty here to be enjoyed by everyone who can get to these islands. They're not that far away. But that beauty and serenity can be taken away so quickly. All the photos I have shown in this program were taken before the year 2017. I say this because late in that year, everything changed for these islands. Hurricane Irma struck the BVIs as a Category 5 hurricane during the daylight hours of Wednesday, September 6th, 2017. Hurricane Maria, a second Category 5 hurricane, assaulted the island within 2 weeks. 2 Category 5s. This was Pusser's Landing, a colorful building and outdoor eating area right on the water at Soper's Hole in Tortola. This is that same place after the 2 hurricanes went through. See the complete lack of trees or bushes in the background. Gone. See the gutted homes on the hillsides? There was catastrophic damage with over 4,000 homes destroyed. 85% of housing. It took months to restore electricity. This year, the update is around 40% of the island's land buildings have been rebuilt, including homes and resorts, and around 75% of marine berths are now accessible. The BVI after Hurricanes Irma and Maria is still healing, but as more visitors and yacht charters visit the islands, the better they will recover. I hope you've enjoyed our British Virgin Island visit. There are so many more things to see and experience here. You must come back. And remember, Broward County Library System has many books and DVDs on sailing, pirating, and the British Virgin Islands. Come and check us out. My name is Mike. I'm a sailor, and I'm a library specialist at the West Regional Library.